A year and a half ago, I built one of the craziest Diablo-themed PCs that I've ever done. It looked insane. It performed perfectly, and then everything went wrong. Now it's crashing, blue screening, refusing to download anything, and no one knows why. So today, it's back on my bench, and we're tearing it down to see what is really going on. So before we even begin touching this, I think it's important to establish a baseline. I want to see if I can replicate the issues that the owner was having. It was getting a lot of RAM errors, eventually to the point where the PC would no longer boot. So let's give it a try. Good thing for us is we can actually see what is happening over on this little OLED screen. It says memory initializing. We could also see the codes up the top here, so we get a bit of an idea what is happening, and it seems to look like it's in a bit of a boot loop, and it goes back to memory initializing. So it does seem like something is going on with the RAM. Let's try clear the CMOS to see if there's any weird settings in the BIOS. Okay, so what I've done here is I turned the power off and I held the power button for 10 seconds. It drains residual power. Then I did the clear CMOS button and took one RAM stick out so that it no longer remembers the memory training and resets it. So now we're booting with one stick. We can get to Windows, as we can see here. So we know it's not a motherboard issue, but we will continue to test it. Now let's reboot. We'll go into the BIOS and we'll see what is happening with the timings. So now you can see here, as we have cleared the CMOS, the BIOS has been reset. So we no longer have the values that were set, which it seems to like. Now let's go to advanced mode. So the system multiplier by auto is set to 5600. If we enabled XMP, that sets 7200 with CL34 timings. 7200 megahertz CL34 timings is naturally an overclock on this Intel platform. However, the IMC can become unstable. Now, when we first built this system, I actually did all of my benchmarks at 7200 megahertz and found no issues. Even MemTest86 all came back with no issues. The problem is, over time, there could be multiple things that cause maybe little voltage spikes or things like that that make the memory unstable. And so when the PC remembers that memory training, it tries to boot up now with instability and it doesn't start again. That is my thoughts and my theory at the moment. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna set 7200 megahertz again. I wanna run a mem test and see how well it does. My thoughts are it's not gonna pass and that we simply just need to dial back the speed of the RAM. Here's the catch. Your RAM speed isn't just about the sticks. It's about the memory controller inside the CPU. Up to about 5600 megahertz is what Intel guarantees, but anything above that is kind of like an overclock. When you're getting up to those higher speeds, you're almost gambling on how good your specific CPU is. I mean, it's luck at the end of the day. The tricky part with memory instability is it doesn't always fail right away. A system can sit right on the edge for weeks. It can look perfectly fine until one day it just falls outside that stability issue. It could be something as simple as a little voltage spike that just pushes it over. Hence why all of our benchmarks, they came back perfect with no instability issues, but then the instability starts to occur later. Okay, I think there's two issues going on here. I tested one stick, we booted into Windows. I'm testing another in different slots and I keep getting memory initialization. That tells me that number one, there was still instability due to the IMC, but number two, I think it's led to a dead memory stick, but we're gonna keep testing and narrowing this down. Yep, so I've tested RAM slot 3, 2, and 1. All of them keep doing the memory initializing and the boot loop. That seems like a dead stick to me. Yeah, because as you can see, I've put in the good stick now. We've already passed memory initialization, which means that I should be getting post on the screen any second now. Would you look at that? So I think we have a dead RAM stick, but I also think that we were having issues with the memory initialization with the IMC controller and the RAM being too fast. Okay, let's try this RAM in a separate system real quick and we'll see exactly what happens and if we can get post. You'll see that even in this system, it keeps going to 21 and then AA, so it doesn't even want to boot. It's definitely the RAM stick and it was definitely a speed issue with the IMC. Before we decide to put new RAM in this system, there is something that I really need to explain, and it's It's more for the client, but I think you guys will benefit as well. The client went out and bought a new memory kit for his system when this one failed. He was using it for around 2 months with no issues at all. The problem is he went out and he bought a kit with the highest megahertz he could find. It's actually running at higher speeds than this RAM, however, it has worse timings. The higher speeds are not always the best option for your system. Higher speeds are for those with silicon lottery, but you also need to look at the timings. When he went out and purchased that kit, much like this kit, it happened to run for a bit, in his case 2 months, but then it failed. It's the exact same issue. He had his timings too high for the IMC controller on this system. So yes, it was stable for a bit, but then it went unstable. All it takes is for little spikes, and then that can happen and the memory training is no longer viable for the system. It also depends on what you're using the system with. Perhaps the RAM wasn't being utilized to its full potential. Maybe it required an update for it to spike. It could have required anything. Who knows? So now to combat the issue and to show you guys that that was the problem, we're going to throw in another set of RAM. We're going to set it to speeds that would be more suited to this system. We're going to clock it back into the 6000 somewhere. We'll do mem tests to check for stability. We'll do gameplay. We'll just make sure that this system is performing top notch. I'm going to use this brand new set of XPG Lancer RGB memory. It is 32 gigs, which is currently what he has in the system. 6000 megahertz. These are going to be our dummy sticks to test whether it's the speed or not. We'll run a mem test and we'll see how we go. Okay, so we're on memory initializing. Yes, VGA. So we've gone past memory initialization and we should get boot right about now. There we go, straight into the BIOS. We've set the XMP profile and now we are booting from our USB into memtest 86. Well, here we go. We'll be waiting a very long time for this. I think it takes like 2 hours to complete. So we'll come back when it's done and we'll see if we have any errors. So we have some extremely interesting results here. I actually stopped the test on 6000 megahertz because I had errors come up. Then I tried at stock speeds, 4800 megahertz with no XMP enabled, and I'm also getting errors. That leads me to believe that the CPU IMC has also degraded over time, but it could also be a motherboard issue. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to put a brand new 14900K inside the system. Then I'm going to retest and see if we get the same errors. That'll help us narrow it down. I thought I had another 14900K, but it seems that I've only got this other brand new 14700K. And so I'm thinking that we will swap that over with the 14900K to test the RAM. The 14700K was the original CPU that I was putting in, and I upgraded him for free because he allowed us to hold onto the build until the new Diablo came out, which was quite a long time. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, not only have I changed the CPU around, I've updated the BIOS as well because his BIOS was last updated back when we had it a year and a half ago. And we are now running our memtest 86, so I'll see you guys in 2 hours. We have bad RAM, bad IMC on the CPU. We've swapped it out. We've ran it at just 4800 megahertz for the first pass. Now we're going to set the XMP profile, run it again, make sure it passes, and then I think we've solved what the issue was. I'm so glad it wasn't the motherboard. Oh, it looks so good waking up the next morning and seeing that. It is a pass with XMP enabled, 0 errors, absolutely beautiful. Let's test it out in some gameplay and some benchmarks. Make sure this system is nice and sweet, and then we'll go on to cleaning that water cooling loop. Avatar 4K ultra settings. Really, I just want to see some stability with this system. Now we are currently recording at the same time, so keep in mind that OBS is using some resources, but at the moment we are seeing around 93 FPS. That is pretty good. CPU seems to be hanging around that 46 degree mark, which is incredible. And the GPU seems to be around that 49, 50 degree mark. But so far, no stuttering. The gameplay seems really smooth. And you can see here the GPU, it's only at about 60% utilization. So we still have so much more headroom. And CPU, it's only using about 10% in this benchmark, but we will be doing Cinebench as well. There we have it, average FPS of 98 while recording with a max of 122, minimum of 78. Doing the Dark Ages 4K Ultra Nightmare mode. Let's go. Oh, we've blocked every single one of those shots at the moment. Yeah, nice. His armor's off. His armor's off. Okay, he's gone, he's dead. We're seeing about 48 on the GPU. Go! 50 on the CPU, around 70 FPS. Man, that was smooth. That was really smooth. Absolutely no stutter. I'm super happy with how that went. So I ran 3D Mark, still Nomad. Graphics test, we got 93.93. We got a score of 9,339, which puts our score actually about 130 points above average. So this system is performing extremely well. Cinebench 2026, you can see we're currently running. Our hottest core hit 82, which is really good in Cinebench. Most of them were actually in the 60s and 70s, and we got 7,325 points. Well, it's extremely unfortunate that the IMC controller on the CPU degraded over time. It explains why when I first tested this system, everything passed. I was hoping that the client came to me earlier because we potentially could have saved the RAM, but we will take the loss on the RAM and we will replace the RAM kit for him. And we've put in the new CPU with what we've seen here as a stable IMC controller through all the tests and gameplay that we ran. However, what is unstable is the state of the water cooling loop. It is due for a clean out. So we're gonna do a deep clean and then get everything back installed and finish it off. Well, it's been a bit and we got our 14900K replacement back in, so let's get it installed and then we'll have to do some further testing to make sure everything is a-okay. And we got ourselves a pass with the 14900K. I've already tested gameplay as well. You can see we've got 0 errors down here. 48 out of 48 tests complete with XMP enabled. Super happy with this system. It is solid.